Jokes. We all love them. But what happens when they don't work? I'm Walter Jack.
And I'm Charlie Bowers.
Watch us now as we work with one lucky comedian.
Turning subpar material
into comedy gold.
Okay, who have we got today? We've got Daniel L Harle. Daniel L Harle. That's hard to say, isn't it?
Daniel L. It's got a lot of it.
Nearly there.
That's a lot of L's.
Yeah, well, it's not that many L's.
Daniel.
What do you think about that?
It's Danny L Harle. It's the artist name. My name's Daniel Harle.
Let me write it out. Daniel. So your name is Daniel L.
I think it's 4 at a rough count.
It's not my actual name. It's my artist name.
Your comedy name. Okay.
3 or 4 is correct.
comedy.
3 or
It's
4 is
not.
correct. It's actually 3 though.
3,
but 3 or 4 is still correct because it was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It's 3.
Well, I tell you what it reminds me of. Holly Leggett.
Holly Leggett, yes, Bath comedian. Do you know Holly?
No.
No?
She's based in Bath. She's very good.
A lot in common. Another comedian with a lot of L's in her name. So the two of you would.
Inspiration for you?
Potentially, I don't know this person.
She's quite experienced.
Right.
I think we can say that she carries it off.
Yes.
That number of L's.
The thing about the name isn't actually the number of L's. That's never been brought up before. A thing.
Well, that's why you're here.
That's why.
That's why you're
No,
here, because we're gonna point out things that you might not necessarily have come across.
Right.
Because we're going to be thinking outside of the box, and then we're going to be looking. Once we're outside of the box, we're going to be looking back on the box and saying, "Wow, look at that box we were just in. I can't believe we were in there." Yeah, that's what you're going to be thinking at the end of this.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Right. Yeah. I mean. Okay. So I'm a musician from London, and I've just released an album.
So musical comedian. Yeah.
Charlie's from London as well.
I am from
That's
London.
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so I'm not so much the comedian side of things, just the music thing. That's.
So we've got a bit of a self-esteem thing going on here, haven't we? Everyone who comes on here is a comedian. You might not feel like it sometimes. You might not be getting those laughs that you want, but you are a comedian. All right, you need to think of yourself as a comedian. You need to. It's a mindset thing, isn't it? Is that what you would say?
Absolutely. It's a mindset thing. Let's hear you say that. I am a musical comedian.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
This is something that I've.
I don't think he's not listening, is he?
No, he's not quite taking that on board, which is a shame. Actually, we've had another musical comedian on, haven't we? We've had David Hoare. David Hoare was an earlier episode. I think you're the only musical comedian we've had on since then. Do you know David?
I don't. I'm doing interviews about my album.
Well, usually what you'll have is they won't put more than one musical comedian on the lineup, so that's probably why you've not run into him. It's quite rare that you'll have two on the same lineup.
0 L's in his name. You might take note of that.
Yeah.
Let's listen to some of your musical comedy there, Daniel L Harle. If you've got a little bit on your, can you find a little bit on your phone? Have you recorded a little bit, or one of your little bits?
I can't. I don't have any musical comedy. Nothing I've done is musical comedy.
Well, we'll be the judge of that. Come on, you can do it. He has very low self-esteem.
There is a self-esteem. I'm going to write.
My self-esteem is actually unusually high.
That's right. Well, self-esteem. That's a musical artist, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you know that person?
No, I don't. But they're a person who just does music and not comedy, just like me. And it's not a comedy thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's listen and let's see what we think.
Well, it's going to feel like a weird context to do this in, because it's going to sort of frame it as something that I feel like
that's
it's
comedy.
not.
That's comedy.
It's not. What's that?
Is that you?
That's me on the front cover, sitting in that way.
And that's you, is it?
That's not me singing, no, this is a song that I co-wrote.
Okay, so stop it there.
Okay.
It's not hilarious. I'm not seeing where the laughs are. Yeah? What you'll always have is you'll have people talking about gag rate in comedy. How many gags are there per minute in that? Well, we didn't listen to a minute. We listened to about 5 seconds, but I'd say that was 0 for me. So I'd say the gag rate is kind of on the floor at the moment.
You're playing rooms above pubs. What sort of audiences?
I started off the DJing in rooms above pubs. Actually, the first room I ever played was in the Old Blue Last, and I was playing some of the soundtrack to GoldenEye Nintendo 64, and someone came up to me and said, "Stop playing shit tunes."
That's funny.
That's quite funny.
So do they do comedy? Are they? Do you know them?
I don't know them personally.
Okay.
Okay, that's a shame because we could talk to them.
I could get in touch with the pub. It was about 15 years ago.
What about now? Have you progression? Do you know the term progression?
Yes. I'm playing to bigger rooms now. Like I think it would be hard to put a pub below the rooms that I'm playing now.
Wow, good. So the big audiences, but still big audiences, little laughs, no laughs.
I would say no laughs at all. Ideally, no laughs as well. Just a normal music concert. Absolutely not a comedy element.
I think what Walter's getting at there is when you're doing the pubs, when you're doing the rooms above the pubs, and you're getting small or no laughs, as you said. That's okay, you can sort of get by because it's a small room, you can forgive that. But once you start doing those bigger rooms, you start to feel that a lot more.
You will hear that lack of laughter, and that'll be uncomfortable for you.
Can you hear a lack of laughter?
That's fine for me.
Can you hear a lack of laughter?
Question.
Do you hear?
I've heard it. I'll be honest. Yeah, when you've been gigging actually,
and I've heard you have a lack of laughter as well. So
I'm sure you're hearing it nearly all the time. Nearly all the time. No, I don't mean in your comedy careers. I just mean people are usually not. There's usually not laughter. So
what we're seeing here is the self-esteem issue is starting to manifest itself as a lashing out kind of thing, and that's a shame. But we'll work through that as we move on. All right.
I like the tune though. Did you like the tune?
I did.
I didn't really hear the tune because you stopped it before.
I did like it. What I heard was good.
Is it the kind of thing you listen to?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, have you heard of Geese? Do you know Geese?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we could play a bit of theirs actually, and then maybe you'd get some sort of tips and.
That's
a good idea.
Be something.
Because I was thinking, I had some scaffolding done the other day. Actually, this will interest you, Daniel L Harle.
Oh yeah.
Had some scaffolding done, and the guy turned up, and he had one of those radios. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like a radio, only bigger, that like contractors use, builders use.
Right.
You've seen those? It's like Makita make one. I think all the brands. DeWalt make one. I think probably Milwaukee. There's a whole lots of different brands you can get. They're good, quite robust, because you need robust on a builder. So anyway, this guy was putting the scaffolding up, and he had one sitting on a wall, just on the front wall while he was doing the scaffolding, and there was tunes belting out of that. And like your stuff, I could imagine that for like scaffolders.
Yes, no, I would say that's actually like my target audience.
Yeah, well, you go for it.
Yeah.
You go for it. Why not? Why shouldn't you?
I often really like the music that scaffolders play. Actually, that's the blurring out of those systems.
Well, that could be the title of your album. It could be music to scaffold to, couldn't it? And that would be.
I missed the trick of that actually. Yeah.
Now that's what I call scaffolding. Something like that.
And the now could be built out of scaffolding.
Now we're really getting a holistic view of you as an artist, a comedian and musical comedian.
I'm not a comedian. I'm not a musical comedian. Thanks for watching this episode of The Joke Clinic. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Well, yeah, you did tell me to send in jokes beforehand. I did think that was odd for like an album promo thing.
Okay, he's still hung up on that, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know.
Comedy is
I didn't even know I'd be reading them out.
I think it is an odd space, comedy, and it's good. It's good you've picked up on that. It falls between genres, if we can put it that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a strange space, but you will become more comfortable with it, Daniel L Harle.
I mean, I really appreciate your enthusiasm, but I have no ambitions in that area.
Let's hear the joke.
We wouldn't advise having this much preamble.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
When you're on stage, you want to just get the jokes out,
I'm not on
get them out. Not yet.
Yeah,
Well,
but
this
you
is
will
not
be.
a thing that I have ambitions for.
You will be.
You might go on stage doing music one day. You never know.
Well, yeah, I do that. I'm a professional musician.
Okay, so a bit delusional, but it's still it's a good mindset, and it's good that we're
Okay, I'm
slowly
going to-
building up that self-esteem.
I'm going to read these jokes, but just okay. You said no preamble, but it's like this is just because these are jokes that I find funny. I'm not a
Good.
comedian. I have no.
First person you got to make laugh is yourself.
Why did the baker have brown?
Actually, do you think we should?
I
Should
was
we?
thinking the same. I do.
We've got something quite important to say.
It's not very often we have to issue an apology on the Joke Clinic, but I'm afraid we do. Tom Towling's episode 55, 1 minute 28 seconds in. Hugely unfortunate this. We've sort of outed Tom's hair loss issue. I think you can see it on your screens.
We'll put a replay up now.
No.
Yeah.
And I say, it's just me. This grey tube.
I suppose we have to be careful that we don't draw more attention to the issue by doing this.
No, it's okay. We need to know. The audience needs to know what we're apologising for. So, at 1 minute and 28 seconds in Tom's episode, he bends down, and we see that the crown of his head is receding and it's balding, and so we didn't mean to make that much of an issue of it, and we do want to apologise for that. You can obviously see on the replay there where that's happening, and we just want to apologise to Tom and say that we didn't mean to point that out.
I mean, it's not really we that's apologising, to be fair. It's the post-production
Right.
guys, isn't it? So
No, but we're both the face of the Joke Clinic, so even though I do the editing, it is
you
still...
did that. Did you do that?
Well, I didn't do that on purpose, but it is the edit that I made. But I show it to you before we put it out. So you could, you in a way, you are the post-production, you're the quality checking as well, so we're both the face of it, so this is a joint apology.
You're doing a joint apology.
I'm not doing...
Like a double apology.
Nope, that's not what it is. It's just a Joke Clinic apology to Tom Towling for putting his balding head on display.
I don't call it balding head.
His
That's just rubbing it in now. His minor hair, cosmetic hair.
What do you mean cosmetic hair?
Well, I was just trying to find an expression slightly less ugly than whatever you said, balding.
Well, yes, that is what it is. And if you call it ugly, that makes it uglier.
I think we're making too much of it now.
Right. Sorry, Tom.
Yeah.
This is a joke. This is the joke that my brother told me the other day.
Yes, that sounds good. Yeah, I'd love a cup of tea. Go for a red bush for me, please.
Okie dokie. Red bush it is.
Red bush and a bit
It grows on a red bush.
of milk. I would think so. Yeah. As it says on the tin, or on the bush. Well, it's probably not written on the bush, is it?
Don't know. It could be for all I know. I've never seen the bush concerned.
No, don't suppose you have.
Could be. There could be. Do you think there's a joke in there? Because bush is like there's a little bit of innuendo in that. Isn't
Yes, that's very true. Yeah, that's funny. Okay.
it? Funny.
Well, let's see this through then. You'd say, "I'll have a red bush, please," and they'll say,
Oh, I bet you will.
"After that, I'll have some tea."
Well, that's great.
Yeah?
Very good.
You like that?
Yeah, I love it. No, that's terrific.
I'll write that down then, shall I?
Yeah.
I said,
Oh, this is like old times, isn't it?
is it?
Yeah.
Which
Just
times?
like old times. Well, I mean, other times we've had tea, you know.
Yes. Right. So just sort of another time.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that's what people say, isn't it? Oh, it's like old times.
They do say that, but usually the times are sort of more old than just recently when we've had
Well,
tea.
no, but I mean, like, even when we first met, we had a cup of tea. Do you remember that?
Did we?
No, I don't remember it, but we probably did.
Why did the baker have brown hands? Because he needed a poo.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so now sing that like you would.
That
Musical
I
comedian.
wouldn't even.
No.
But that's like
No, but he had someone else singing on the other
Yeah,
thing, on
but
the other
it's-
joke, didn't he?
Right, so you get
That's
someone to
completely
feature for this
separate.
one, would you? You
That's
do the
no-
sort of
that's
backing music and then
No,
someone
no,
would
no, this
feature on
isn't-
that.
that's not how anything that I do.
Who would you get to
happen.
feature on that? Who
That's
would-
not. No, this isn't to do with anything that I do. This is the thing I did because you asked me to send in a joke, and I sent in a joke that I thought was funny that my brother told me.
All right. The other point I'd make then, Daniel L Harle, is you're going to need to pronounce the K
In needed.
in yes, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. Because if you need a poo, I think I'd use the word shit probably.
Yes,
It's more
that is
more
better.
work better for a grown-up audience,
It would, yeah.
wouldn't it?
Yeah. You want to, because there's going to be less kids in your audience. There's going to be more adults than there are children. So really, you're going after the wrong crowd with this one. So I think definitely go for shit.
I'm not going after
yeah.
any crowd. This is something I personally found funny.
Great.
So
no.
pronounce that. Let's hear that again in that lovely singing voice that you've probably got.
I don't actually sing on anything I've ever done.
What, you always get someone else to sing?
Yeah.
So really, they're the comedian, not you.
Or not comedian at all, just singer of the song, of the music. I'm just a musician, and these things. I write the music and sometimes
It's a
co-write,
very,
and they sing
very
the song.
confused image that we're getting of
so
you.
confused.
It's quite simple.
Is this all about self-esteem, do you think?
Oh, maybe. This goes much deeper than we thought. Okay, all right, let's hear that again, but this time pronouncing the K and with shit instead of poo.
Otherwise it doesn't make any sense, because if you need a poo...
Can I have a biscuit, actually? It made me want one now.
That's the.
I can hear it crunching away in your mouth, and it's made me want one.
And if you need a poo, then you're not going to have brown hands, so it makes no sense unless you pronounce the K.
No,
Yeah.
because that's the. To me, that's what makes it funny. Is
Okay, we'll just-
that
Well, it's not what
misunderstanding.
makes it funny to me, and we're the
Right,
joke
yeah,
in
it's
it.
right.
Bear with
So,
us.
like more like joke police, really, isn't it? Why did the baker have brown hands? Because he kneaded a shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so much better.
Lovely. Really nice.
And you
Very
could hear
nice.
the confidence, Graham, couldn't you? You could hear that confidence.
It's wonderful.
To me, that's what makes it funny. Is
Okay, we'll just-
the
Well, it's not
Bear-
what makes it funny to me, and we're the
Right,
joke
yeah,
in
it's
it.
right.
Bear with
So,
us.
like more like joke police, really, isn't it?
I can't decide whether that's a compliment or
Or
not.
like, is that funny?
Oh, look, I've got biscuit all over myself.
No, you always do that,
Oh.
Charlie. You always do.